Suing $10 million on behalf of the family for White's role in the grooming of their son, saying White took advantage of the boy during a vulnerable time in the child's life. And again, we want to warn you, some of these details may be graphic for some viewers.
We want to take all his money.
Criminal charges pending in both federal and state court. Now, dentist Jason White is met with a civil suit, accusing him of running a porn business and sexually assaulting a 16-year-old boy.
He's used his wealth as a tool to help further his manipulations and his schemes.
Kevin Glasheen is representing one of the victims, accusing White of taking the child on a hunting trip and giving him alcohol before making him undress. He also asked the boy for videos of himself engaged in sexual acts, amongst other things, and Glasheen says there may be other victims.
Dr. White has been sexually grooming and abusing minors for a long time, and I mean as far back as 10 years ago.
The suit states White told the child he would use the videos for his, quote, porn business, telling him White would pay the boy when he turned 17. The lawsuit goes on to show White likely sent other images and videos to prominent people.
They're subject to prosecution, and I expect that's going to happen.
Glasheen says they plan to identify all who may have been involved and make them pay, while praising the bravery of the victims who have come forward.
They put a lot of guilt onto the victims, and so it's a hard thing for the victims to do, to come forward. And so we would encourage them to do that, because it's got to be stopped, and the stronger the case, the more likely he'll be done.
Glasheen expects it will take about a year and a half before the case is settled or goes to trial. White is scheduled to be back in court tomorrow morning for a detention hearing. We'll keep you updated on any developments in this case, of course, right here on KLBK and everythinglubbock.com. And parents, if you suspect your child may be a victim of sexual abuse or grooming, the first place to start is by having a conversation with your child. Grooming is when someone builds a relationship with a child or young person. This is in an effort to manipulate, exploit, and abuse them. Sit down with your child, ask them about what they've experienced without placing blame on the child. Derek Danner, Executive Director of the Children's Advocacy Center, says children's behavior may change. They may lose interest in things they used to enjoy, become secretive, or might not want to hang out with certain adults. Danner says it's important to monitor your child's devices. Most abuse, of course, sadly, is done by someone your child knows. That's why he says to look out for ways adults may be acting out of the norm.
Outside of the practice or the scheduled sessions, but it's a lot more contact than that, and are gifts associated with that, or wanting to take them possibly out on excursions or to get ice cream or Coke. And all the time it's not bad, but you need to keep an eye on that.
Now, if you expect your child to be a victim of abuse, you can call the Lubbock Police Department Crimes Against Children hotline. We have the number there on your screen, 806-775-2788.